My name remains Bayo Ali, aka Ali Bey. Join me in this time-traveling voyage and let's relive those good old memories together. Welcome to my world of a glorious past. When I tell you life was good while growing up, believe me, it was really fun and exciting. Though of Ijebu origin, I was born at the popular Island Maternity Hospital, Lagos. My elementary years were spent in Surulere Axis, surrounded by lots of recreational facilities, peer groups, and schoolmates who not only made growing up fun, but also very memorable. I own up to coming from an upper middle class family. We were comfortable, but constantly reminded that the greatest legacy anyone can bequeath his offspring is quality education and good character. So my father, that was his greatest inheritance for us. So imagine us being one of the few families in Surulere who owned a television. Big deal? I still recall our Grandic brand and some of the children in our neighborhood curried our favor just to be able to peep through the window and catch a glimpse of their favorite programs like Wrestling from Great Britain, The Combats, Dan Blocker, Penny Roberts, Michael London, and Long Green. You remember those characters, Village Headmaster, and another one, a Y50, the good old days. In our own little corner and space, we were privileged but not spoilt. Yes, we used to have occasional weekend treats at the Apapa Amusement Park, swimming at Roe Park, and the greatest fun at Shell Club, now Eagle Club. But our parents, amidst fun, will continually drum it into our ears that success in life is more paramount than all the temporary fun. Departmental stores rivaled what was available in England. It was the glorious era of Kingsway, Leventis, and UTC stores. Even back then, Kingsway was fitted with an escalator. The malls were better stocked than what we celebrate today when we enter ShopRite stores. How about the fact that the postman delivered letters twice a day, 6 days a week, and even up to the early 80s, a letter posted from London to Lagos will be delivered within a week. Sounds incredible, but also true. It wasn't uncommon to be informed several days about routine maintenance activities that would disrupt water or power supply for a few hours on a particular day. Even Lagos taxis were metered back then. You simply hail a taxi and fix your gaze on the meter. Great were those moments when we had less to bother about. Security was the least of our challenges because most houses in Surulere then had no fences or bulgar bars. In the area of transportation, the LMTS, Lagos Municipal Transport Service, was so effective as what operates today in some Western countries. Bus 88 covered Surulere to Yaba and operated clockwork. The timing was predictable. Days when newspapers were laid out by vendors on our streets at Adinogusu and in Surulere with no vendor on stand, and passerby would just pick their preferred copies and drop the coin by the stand. You want to try that today? I recall with nostalgia those golden era when a brand new Volkswagen Beetle was sold for 3,500 and my monthly take home at the Nigerian Ports Authority was 145 naira. We had savings and were also able to fund our social activities from that so-called mega salary. Those were the days of luncheon voucher when organizations subsidized lunch break expenses. Wow, can we have those days back again? At what point did we miss it? I keep wondering, how can so much change happen or damage be done in a lifetime? Like every young child, my ambition was to be a medical doctor. I had always liked caring for people, looking out for people, and taking steps to ensure all around me were okay. However, what I couldn't achieve through medicine because of my poor science background, I tried as an adult to achieve true humanity and hospitality. My vocation as a mass communication specialist helped a lot in these regards. How I have fared in these regards is left to the assessment of friends and associates. Oh, how can I miss talking about nightlife in Lagos? So wonderful and exciting. There were no fears of robbery or harassment from any quarters. Growing up and doing what boys do, we had mad fun. In the late 70s, we had joined the Soul Train group that saw the emergence of nightclubs like Lords, Paradiso, Phase 2, and many others. Imagine about 8 passengers in my Volkswagen Beetle, moving from one disco party to another. I guess the manufacturers of Volkswagen at that time must have seen us in action before coming up with a beautiful slogan, "You can't kill the Beetle." We had our fair share of fun when life was good. How I dream in wishes that few of these moments be brought back and a slice of it granted to the current generation to taste. How can we change the narrative? By working towards providing a greater future for the upcoming generations instead of reliving on the glorious past. I look back and think of today and the future. Can we ever have it so good like before? Yes, we can. Life is ever good, only if we are determined to get it right. It is equally still possible to reenact those age-long admonitions that good name is more precious than gold. Our children deserve a brighter and better tomorrow, not the good old days, which now remains only in our imagination. Let us make the difference now for the sake of our children's tomorrow. If you believe all hope is not lost, like I do, please join me as I join Sir Shomori Badijo in this collective drive towards a greater tomorrow. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.